by the end of March, you're going to be breaking 90 consistently. And I keep the side bend, there's only one place that ball's ever going. Yeah, it's come right in the middle.
Very nice.
What we're trying to do is get our spine angle perpendicular to that slope. Turn it. There you go. That's beautiful, mate. That's gone 40 yards further, bud. That was awesome today. Well done, bud.
Love that.
Welcome back to Kellis Green. We're back with Nick, our resident high handicapper, who's getting better by the minute.
Yeah, last week's lesson was great.
Oh, you did incredibly well. Now, one of the great things we have to do to help you break 90, because you just told me before that you've never broke 100. I reckon by the end of March, you're going to be breaking 90 consistently. Yeah?
I'd love that.
By doing exactly what we're going to do. But one of the things we've all got to be is when we play golf is a great driver of the golf ball. Because when we drive the ball great, it makes the rest of the game really, really, really simple. Yeah, because you hit it somewhere near where you're looking and you hit it a nice distance. You're not hitting it in the trees left because the trees on the right are as dark as the trees on the left. So we're trying to get the ball going to our target or finishing on our target, yeah, and give you the certainty pretty much where that ball's going to go. So all I want you to do, my friend, is just hit me 2 or 3 drivers. And what we'll do, we'll take a look. So if you remember what we talked about the last time, you know, with that grip position and that grip and arm pressure, it's exactly the same thing with driver.
Okay.
Yeah, as it is with a 7-iron and 8-iron. Okay.
Brilliant.
So the concept, regardless of the club that you pull out the bag, is always going to be the same.
I'm with you.
Whenever you're ready, go for it. Good. So big, high slice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's often what I get.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what 95% of our folks at home all struggle with is with a big high slice. So I'm going to ask you exactly the same question I did last week. What's your process? What do you think about with driver?
Probably not. There's not too much foot. Maybe just trying it easy. Yeah.
Okay. So
again, maybe too many
thoughts.
things going on at once.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So what we've got to understand with driver, yeah, is that we're trying to do something different with it.
Okay.
Okay. We're trying to hit it with an ascending blow. So what that means is you're trying to hit up on it. What we're really trying to do is create an angle of attack where that club is traveling upwards as we get into strike. Okay? That angle there, and I'm going to give you a great drill to help you and the folks at home do this, that they can do absolutely anywhere. So to create that angle of attack, we have to have 2 things happening. We have to have the ball position up on your left ankle, and we have to have your spine angle perpendicular to the angle of attack. So what you do is you set this up like most other people exactly the same way you set an iron up, with your spine angle very, very vertical. Well, what that helps us do with an iron club, it helps us to hit down on it. Well, the last thing we want to do with this is hit down on it.
Right.
We want to hit up on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get your spine angle to match the angle of attack. And all you're going to do it with is by what we call right side bend. Your right shoulder drops below your left shoulder. So see the incline plane of my shoulders?
Yep.
It's pretty much the same as the angle of attack I want to create.
Right.
If I'm too level, look at the incline plane of my shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. Big difference.
Now, this again is where this becomes super important. So as I bend you into the right side, what most people would do, they would go, right, I'll put the weight on my right side. You never want the pressure in your right foot because you'll hit the ground back here. So as we right side bend you to get that incline plane, yeah, we still want a little bit more pressure on that left foot than you've got on that right foot, because that's really going to help us at impact create that up strike.
Right.
It's going to feel like you're standing on an upslope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is where we're going to go in a little minute. What we're going to do, I'm going to put a second tee peg in here with the ball on. So just put the club head in behind that ball, mate, as you would normally do. Perfect. So what we can see there, the incline plane of your shoulders is very level. Yeah? It doesn't match the incline plane that's on the floor. Cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep a little bit of pressure in that left knee, but we're going to get you to side bend. Perfect. So all you're feeling is you're compressing your right rib cage. Okay, so straight away what we can see, the left shoulder's gone way higher than the right shoulder. The pressure's still in here. Yeah, but we're nicely side bending through the rib cage.
Bro.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now here's the fun bit. As you come into impact, you got to come back to the same place.
Right.
So just make me a little half backswing, just a little tiny one. Now when you come into impact, and this is where everybody goes wrong, because they want to turn, they think, right, with driver I have to turn. So I'm going to turn my body. What's the incline plane of my shoulders?
Yeah.
It's back to being hitting down on it. So make me a little half backswing. And as you come into impact, don't hit this, but just come back to the impact point. There you go.
Wowza.
So straight away now, your shoulder angle is exactly the same as the angle of attack.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're trying to maintain this right side bend into impact.
Cool.
So we're going to move that ball position up. Perfect. Good. Keep those arms nice and relaxed. Keep them at 3 for me.
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay, now just make me a little gentle golf swing, just a little tiny one. Very good. Straight away, what have we done? Hit up or down on it?
Hit up.
Hit up. Perfect. And that's, again, going back to what we said last week, it's about mastery. Yeah?
Yeah.
And this feels really, really odd because all of a sudden now we feel like feels like this, doesn't it? But in reality, we're only moving you about 3 degrees that way. That's all we're doing. Yeah, but it just feels incredibly odd.
Yeah, it's a big change in feel.
Correct. Okay, so set it up again for me. Perfect. Good there. Look at the incline plane of those shoulders. What's the arm pressure look like?
Yeah, about 3.
Keep it constant. Swing the head. Very good. Up strike or down strike?
Up strike.
Up strike.
Just a bit thin, wasn't it?
Absolutely. So why was it thin?
Hit too high on the ball.
Yeah, with the bottom of the club.
Yeah.
So again, one of the other things that we know, that when the arm pressure is correct at address and it's constant all the way through it, that club will come back to the same place you started that from. Watch this. All I'm going to do is tighten my arms up. What's the club head done?
Up.
It's lifted off the ground, doesn't it? Yeah, because the minute my arms tighten, they get shorter because everything contracts inside your arms. So what you end up doing is instead of being able to hit the ball there, yeah, your arms go tighter. Yeah, you can't get back to the ground, so you hit the ball off the bottom of the club face, yeah, into the middle of the ball.
So I wasn't that 3, was I?
No, exactly right. So this is what we said last week, that when you get in here, and all of a sudden that arm pressure is exactly the same, so the incline plane is the same, yeah? So my shoulder angle matches my angle of attack, and I maintain that at address and impact, I'm going to hit up on that and the ball's going to go dead straight, but the ball's always going to come out the middle of the club face, rather than coming off the bottom of the club face. So again, I can't tell you enough times, yeah, that is the real reason that everybody hits it, top it, they thin it, yeah?
Yeah.
That if the arm pressure gets tighter, your arms are going to go shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to raise the bottom of the swing arc up, you're going to hit the middle of the golf ball with the bottom of the club face all day long.
Yeah.
Grip position's still the same. Grip and arm pressure is still the same. The only thing we've changed is the setup. So we've moved the ball up onto that lead heel, yeah, and we've got right side bend with the pressure still on that left foot. Now, if the arm pressure is the same, and I keep the side bend, there's only one place that ball's ever going.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
straight.
because I'm always hitting up on it. So if you have a look where that's come out the club face, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, it's come right out the middle.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's never come out the bottom. Perfect. Right, come on then.
So, correct grip.
Yep. Correct arm pressure, which is really, really important.
Correct arm pressure. Set up.
Perfect.
Put in the bend.
So when you put the bend in, make sure the pressure doesn't go into your right leg. So it's in your left leg with your bend. Perfect. Perfect. Now keep the arm pressure super constant. Keep it the same. Totally different ball strike, and you hit up on it.
Yeah. That was
good. Face is a little open, but that's cool. Does that make sense?
Nice strike, nice sound, felt great.
Perfect. So one other thing with driver and it's with every other club in the bag as well, to be honest, is for you to shoot the scores that you want to shoot, we've got to be incredibly precise with the things that we do.
Yeah.
So what we're now going to do is really focus in on that target. But what our brains really enjoy is giving it simple tasks. Now, hitting a fairway that's 28 yards wide at 220 yards is quite a difficult task.
Yeah.
Okay? Moving a ball 2 feet in a straight line is quite a simple task. So what we're now going to do is we're going to start all our processes from back here. But instead of you worrying about the telegraph pole, we're going to worry about these 2 T-pegs in the ground.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Simplify.
So the way we're going to do it, we're going to pop the club face in first, aiming pretty much at the T-pegs. Once the face is pretty much aimed at the target, we then go find the hands. We then find the arm pressure, and then we find the setup. And then all your task is, when you're swinging it, is to keep the arm pressure the same and make that ball go over those two T-pegs. It's what's called disassociation. So this gets a bit deep, but this is really important for the folks at home. Golf is like learning stuff that's in 2 boxes, all right? So you have 2 boxes, both have got lids on. So in box 1, you've got what's called static processes, and box 2, you've got what's called dynamic processes. The problem is, if you're still thinking about your static stuff while you're trying to do your dynamic stuff, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
What's my grip like? Where's my left arm? Where's this, that, and the other? It doesn't work. So the way we're going to think about it is club face pretty much at the target, left hand, right hand, so we're still in static box.
Yep.
Arm pressure, still in static box. Setup, still in static box. Then all we're thinking in dynamic is, I'm going to swing the club head, keeping my arm pressure the same and get the ball to go over there. So, and the way we switch from static to dynamic is this. The last look at the target closes the static, and the look back to the ball opens the dynamic. So it looks like this. So club face, left hand, right hand, arm pressure, so I'm still in static. Setup, still in static. Last look at the target closes the lid on the static box. Look back to the ball, opens the lid on the dynamic box. Swing the club head, get the ball to go over the T-peg. Ball's gone bullet straight. You can't be thinking of the static stuff while you're trying to do the dynamic stuff. And this is why people struggle on the golf course, because they're thinking, what's my grip like? You know, what's my feet like? What's this, that, and the other like?
Often on the backswing.
Oh, and the downswing and the follow through. Club face first, aiming somewhere near those 2 T-pegs. So don't be worried about your far target, worry about your near one.
Yep, I think that looks
Perfect.
lined up to me.
So
Got 2 knuckles showing, got the grip going.
perfect.
Get the right
so
way.
you're still in static, yes?
Yep.
Perfect.
Move into the...
Good, so we're still in static.
Yep.
Perfect. Look, last look at the target, closes lid 1. Look back to the ball, opens it. Arm pressure's the same, swing the head. Okay, face is a little tiny bit open, but that was still a much better upstrike. Do it again. So don't worry about what's happening over there. Your focus of your attention is to get that ball to go over those T-pegs.
Yeah, get it
All
over
you're thinking about.
the T-peg.
Don't think about the far target, just get it going over the T-pegs.
T-pegs.
Target, ball. No. Right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you did that in the
see,
wrong
yeah,
order.
yeah, I did it.
You did that totally in the wrong order. And this is why we struggle.
Yeah.
Right, jump out, let me show you. So it's all about mastery, it's all about precision. And this is where folks go wrong with this.
Yeah.
That they get into here and they rush it.
Yeah.
Right, and they think, right, what am I supposed to be doing here? Blah, 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 blah. Right, so club face, hands, arm pressure, side bend, last look at the target, back to the ball, let it go.
Yeah.
If you miss a step, walk out and start again.
Yeah, because I tried then going back.
Yeah,
Ruin
totally.
the order.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
And this is where people stand on the golf course and they do that and they hit it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's completely pointless. Yeah, that's totally pointless. Yeah. So make sure you've got
I'm not
all your
cheating.
process.
Don't try and cheat
Well, you're
yourself.
only cheating yourself.
Yeah, exactly. 2 knuckles, over grip.
I know, yeah, just
Like
moved
that.
it. Yeah,
Okay, it's looking good. Set up in line with that.
side
Put
bend.
the bend in. Have
Good,
one
good,
look
good,
at
good.
the target.
Back to the ball, swing the head, keep the arm pressure the same. Where's the ball gone?
Yeah, that's a great
That's
flight,
gone way more towards target,
Yeah,
and it was an up strike.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
really nice.
So
Yeah.
we've got that right out the middle of the club face,
Yeah,
but you've now got a process that you can take straight to the golf course, which is super, super, super important.
yeah. Routine.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the precision of that routine.
Not
Brilliant.
just mixing it up every
Not,
time.
not mixing it up or missing a step. No good. So good.
2 knuckles, overlap.
Perfect.
Get that good grip.
Perfect.
Line it up with the T-pegs.
So side bend.
Get the 3 arm pressure. Side bend.
Not that much. That's too much.
About there?
Yeah, perfect. Now all you're thinking, ball goes over the T-peg. There you go. That's a great shot.
Wow.
A little right of it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But straight away, the strike is so much more predictable.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's what we want. And I want to give you a little drill that you can practice at home or when you go to the range to give you a feeling of what we're trying to do. So a great drill that you can do when you go to the range or you go to the golf course or whatever is to find yourself an upslope. Yeah? Because what we know and what we've just said is we want to hit up on that golf ball with driver. So we want the incline plane of your shoulders to match the angle of attack.
Yeah.
So when you're on an upslope, if you just go stand over there, mate, I'll show you this. So this slope's quite severe, but you could find a smaller one, but this is great. So what we're trying to do is get our spine angle perpendicular to that slope. Now, when we keep the spine angle perpendicular to the slope as we swing it, the club works up the slope. See how I'm still in right side bend as I swing that. If I then try and turn, I'm going to bury that club head in the slope.
Yeah.
And that's where the marks on the top of the driver and the speed dents come from. So what we're thinking, right, okay, ball's up, lead heel. I'm now parallel with the slope. And I'm going to swing that club up the slope.
So if I hit the slope, I know I've done it wrong.
If you hit the slope, you know we're wrong.
Yeah.
So you jump in.
Yeah.
I just want you to feel that you're holding your body shape as you're swinging that up the slope. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that gives you a brilliant feeling of what it feels like on flat ground. Again, if you were trying to turn, I'm going to turn my hips and turn my shoulders, we bury that in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah? This is why turning's always super dangerous. Up the slope. Beautiful, more. Yeah, we got a little bit too much ground that time. Come on, hold that spine angle up the slope.
Oh, too
Come
much.
on, little too much. Go up that slope. There you go, that's the one. So the feedback loop off the slope, you can see where the club contacts the ground.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
So if you lose a side bend or increase the side bend, you're going to get different strike patterns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you maintain the side bend, it's just going to work lovely up that slope.
Good bit of visual feedback on that.
100%.
Get that bend going.
That's it. And then up the slope. Beautiful. Right, mate. So what we've done, we've felt that upslope by doing our little drill on our slope here. So I want you to feel exactly the same thing. So you're really sensing that you're on that upslope as you're swinging this golf club for me.
Like it.
So, and on flat ground, it's only a little upslope, yeah? So make sure that club face is aimed at, that's it. Make sure the club face is aimed there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not too much of a slope, just a little one. Perfect. Now keep the arm pressure the same, get that ball going over those T-pegs. Way closer, still a little bit open with that club face, but we're going to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
But what we've created, and that's brilliant, we've given you the greatest probability through the setup of creating that up strike. And we've given you a target that's really close that your brain eventually will self-organise to.
Yeah.
But that's a ton better straight away because the strike quality is so much better and the predictability of the upstrike is so much better.
I'm loving it, mate.
That's brilliant. Superb. Well done. Come on, turn it just a little more. Turn it. There you go. That's beautiful, mate. That's gone 40 yards further, bud.
Love it. Let's go.
Well done. Brilliant, mate. So you've got the two processes that we really want to master, but what we're doing is we're still seeing that ball go a little to the right. That's normal, that's fine, because we've not talked about how to hit it with that little draw shape that we want. Again, I want you to master those processes, and next week, what we'll do, we'll come back and we'll get you hitting that little 4-yard draw that's going 40 yards further when you do it right, on a much more predictable basis. But that was awesome today. Well done, bud.
Love that.